Any discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Second bill, BL 2025-898, an ordinance amending Title 16 of the Metropolitan Code.
Councilman, ask if there's anybody opposed or anybody not.
Oh, any opposed? Any not voting? BL 2025-898, an ordinance amending Title 16 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws to adopt updated building codes. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Can you help me understand the thinking around the one story or the one stairwell for the fire escape or the fire exit? Like that doesn't. I mean, just help me understand why that's the best way.
The bill sponsor answer that.
That's not, are we on item 2 or item 1 right now?
Item two.
Oh, we are, okay. I can speak to that very briefly. What this does is aligns us with the Tennessee statewide building construction safety standards with respect to single stair structures up to 6 stories. This is one of the housing tools that the state legislature gave us last session. What it does is it allows residential buildings up to 6 stories to be served by a single exit stairwell. It pairs that with a number of additional safety provisions, such as no more than 4 units per floor, enhanced sprinkler requirements, maximum square foot per floor, 4,000 square feet, fire-resistant materials, and other factors. We're joined here by Mr. Dodd, who can speak to this probably, as well as an architect, who can probably speak to this much more intelligently than I can. But what this does is basically opt us into the new statewide building construction safety standards. We would be the 4th city in Tennessee to do so after Memphis, Jackson, and Knoxville. So this just follows their lead in aligning us with the new state standards.
Got it. And I wanted to hear from fire, really.
Yeah, so, golly, what, a year and a half now that we've been working on this. So we was opposed to some of this initially. However, working with councilmen and all the people involved, all the stakeholders, codes, a lot of people, we finally came to an area that we could be supportive of. They've made some changes, but some safety changes that we had issue with initially, and it's been worked. I mean, this was a great group to work with. Everybody was like, we want to get this right before it gets here, and I think they've got it right, and we support it.
Got it. So why is it that you wouldn't want to have like 2 stairwells on each end as opposed to just one?
You would. You would want that, but the design of the building, the fire-rated material, that's going involved in the construction, and all the safety components around that would be okay for the single stair.
Okay.
If it wasn't for that, we would be here talking. We don't support this, but since all of this went into play, we're on board.
Okay. Cool.
You have a question?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead,
I'm
Councilman.
glad you asked that question. I didn't even, so it'll be one set?
On a 6-story building.
Up to 6 stories. What this really, I think what you were asking, what this allows you to do is build.
Identify his.
Yeah, you'll need to identify yourself.
I'm Shannon Roberts, I'm with Metro Codes, I'm the Assistant Director over Trades. What this will allow you to do is design and build buildings on irregular parcels that you would normally not be able to build a traditional building with the 2 stairs at each end like we do now. So this will give the ability to developers and stuff to build on lots that would not normally be able to be built on. That's essentially what it does.
Okay.
It will, if I could just add to that, it'll enhance density and affordability of those units because right now they can't pencil out for a developer. And it is from our perspective, a trade-off on the 2 egress stairs. These requirements that they're referencing are not required in those buildings, such as sprinklers, right? So you're adding additional safety measures while taking out that 2nd stair.
So is this like all buildings?
No, ma'am, it's only those.
Stories high.
And there's no requirement to use it. It's just an option.
No, I mean for different purposes, like
Housing only.
housing only.
Yes, ma'am.
So you would have to run from one side to the other if there's an emergency and they say don't use the,
No, the design of the building, if you think about it like an apartment complex that's got stairs on each end, you actually would have to travel further to exit though, to that stairwell than you would in this new design. This new design, you get to the stairwell quicker.
so if you have them on both sides, like, so the people live in the middle, right? And you go to the side that's closest, don't you?
No, the councilman, you may correct me, but the building, the way it's designed, the living space is on the outside perimeter of the building. It's like, is it 4 units per floor?
Yes.
And yeah.
It's maximum.
I wish we had a design of the building. It probably, the
Yeah.
picture would do better than speaking, but
The other thing to note is the maximum travel distance to the egress stair is the same as it would be otherwise. So there is no provision, correct me if I'm wrong, there's no provision for increased travel distance. You will not have to go any further. It's the design of the
Right.
building that's changed.
Did they add the firewall, drywall to it too? Did they, do you know? The heavy, the 2-hour, whatever you call it?
They did.
yeah.
They did.
Initially, I don't know if that was in there, but the conversations we've had with us, fire, planning, that was all added to it.
Go ahead, sir.
How high do our ladder trucks reach?
Excuse me.
A ladder truck at the fire department, if we had to rescue somebody, will it reach the 6th floor?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
9 stories.
Yeah, we can go
isn't it?
110 feet.
9 stories. Right? Isn't it 9
6 stories is the top. Did I hear you correct?
That's correct.
6 stories.
Yeah, we from the ground, we could reach 9-story
They
window.
could reach 9 stories. I got you.
That's what I was saying.
Anybody else have any questions? Satisfy everybody?
Yeah.
Since discussion is closed, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed or not voting?
Well, look, I might not vote, but does that mean it's gonna come off consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Too bad. No. Wait, hold on.
7-0.
Well, if you got more questions, ask.
I just don't want anything to happen, because I represented somebody that burned in a building, in a house in MDHA.
Yeah.
And, well, I don't think it had anything to do with, I'm just kind of like, I want people to have every chance to,
Well, if I could say, that's where I was as well when, because this initially came up when he came out with the pattern book and when they were trying to push all those nest bills through and stuff. And I think this was something that was held back as a part of it. But if fire feels safe about it, I feel comfortable.
Oh, yeah. I'll admit, initially, we was not, but
And I
after
live right
working
behind
with
an
everybody
apartment
and getting,
complex, so I thought, how could that work?
we put this puzzle together where we feel very comfortable with it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, very safe. I mean, we're solid, yes, on the legislation.
so you all really questioned them and made sure you were satisfied?
Yes, we
You
did.
personally were involved?
Oh, yes.
We all were.
Me, yeah, all of
Okay.
us, Chief Swan, Fire Marshal Hutchison, was all, I mean, we met several times with a bunch of people that's in the room today and more.
Okay.
Where we at? 7-0?
But I want you to know that I had questions, and I was
7-0
concerned.
with questions.
Thank you.
That concludes the agenda of today's government ops and regulations. With that, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn. Second? So moved.
Great job. Great job.